Where were you 50 years ago on July 20, 1969? Welcome to All God's People. I'm Connie Vandeman Jeffrey. Where were you exactly 50 years ago this weekend? Do you remember where you were when you watched, along with 650 million people worldwide, as Neil Armstrong said, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind"? I'll never forget where I was, at Fenwick Island, a coastal town in Delaware. My parents had rented a small trailer near the beach for a week's vacation, and at 13 years old, I was way more interested in the moonwalk than the beach. Mom, Dad, and I were glued to the small black and white TV in the trailer, hanging on to every word of Walter Cronkite. We watched breathlessly as first Neil Armstrong and then Buzz Aldrin walked on the moon. Aldrin's words were not as famously quotable, but for me, so profound. Magnificent desolation. That's all he said. And when you looked at the moon's surface and watched as they planted the American flag and walked, or rather bounced, around, it seemed so desolate and barren up there, yet so very exciting to witness. This weekend, as you watch documentaries about Apollo 11, or remember where you were 50 years ago, just remember this. For the more than 4.5 billion people on our planet today who weren't even born in 1969, this all feels like ancient history. Maybe this is part of why our work in Christian education is so important. When we work with our young students, we're not only aware of our past history, but we're shaping the future. There's almost nothing closer to our hearts than our young people, and we're deeply committed to anything that we can do that will open up opportunities for them to create and share our future. This month, our students are about halfway through the summer break, working or playing, and they're probably thinking about how quickly the summer holidays are going by and how soon they'll be back in the classroom. The Pacific Union Department of Education has a special project that awards teacher scholarships to students who are pursuing education degrees at Adventist institutions of higher learning. They've recently awarded these scholarships to 5 students returning to school this fall. Dr. Barrett Von Poley, Director of Education for the Pacific Union, stopped by our production studio to share more about the program and this year's recipients.
The Teacher Education Scholarship was created as we began to realize that our teacher population in this union was aging. In fact, we've recognized that nearly 20% of our teaching force is over the age of 60. We were anxious to encourage the next generation of young people to become Adventist teachers. So we created a scholarship that is a 4-year scholarship. It's a total of about $6,000 at any Adventist college, though we give a 50% incentive if they attend college in the Pacific Union. Each year there are 5 recipients, and they are selected by the local conferences. So the 4 California conferences each select one individual, and the 3 small conferences collaborate to choose one winner. Students who plan to be teachers apply through their local schools. The principals forward those names onto the conferences, and then one individual is selected. Alivia Lespinasse is a graduate of Loma Linda Academy. She plans to be an elementary teacher and is going to attend Andrews University. Dannica Roberts is a graduate of Hawaiian Mission Academy, our first winner from Hawaii, who also plans to be an elementary teacher and is planning to attend Southern Adventist University. Lauren VandenHoven is a graduate of PUC Prep, and she is going to attend Pacific Union College, where she will study to become an English teacher. Molly Graham just graduated from Newbury Park Academy. She is also planning to attend Pacific Union College and study to become an English teacher. Se Bin Bong is a graduate of Redlands Adventist Academy, and she will be attending Andrews University, where she will study elementary education. When you teach, the excitement comes in seeing your students succeed. And to see your students choose to be teachers and to continue this cycle of energizing the next generation is very heartwarming. So for us to be able to help students who've identified that they want to be teachers reach that dream is so wonderful for us. It continues the ministry of education, it continues reaching out to our young people, and we look forward to the success of our new teachers.
Thank you, Barrett. And congratulations to all our scholarship recipients. Thinking about both the long-ago moon landing and these blessed young people who are preparing for a career in education reminds me of one of God's most important promises, found in Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. With the promise of a future filled with hope for all God's people, I'm Connie VandenHoven Jeffrey. We'll see you back here next week.